Hello, this is Mixers Pro, and I'm going to be reviewing the 2014 Infernites Max. So this Max comes total amount of 112 pieces, which makes this the Series 4 Max with the highest amount of pieces. So this is the result. So of course it's color coded in dark red, and the member that this max sells the most is Zort, since the main body is very dark red. So you've got sort of, and then the back is definitely, has more dark prominence. So a lot of sort of rectangular shaped heads. So flames to the max's back. Cool, and the feet are very similar to Zorch. In the middle of the road would be Volk, since we got his hands, which is great. It's the most. So we got his ears on the sides, which is nice. Well, good. Both Volk and Zorch is cool, and you got the two pieces that served as Flane's toes. And the feet are good. So both Volk and Zorch's feet, so it is very cool. And the max that the member that the max. Does everything it's probably closer to his than being at the side of the max's head. And you got flick, so it's the back of the hair. It's cool, and and it says breathing out fire, which if cool features. So sort of like a dragon there, and you got some proper arms. So there's Zorch's legs, which is interesting, and just very max. Comes to the articulation, you can rotate the eyes 360 degrees, although if you may end up accidentally popping them off. And the 12 articulation, so you can start this much, and so it would be downward trying the sides, which is nice, and kind of like so. The arms are ball jointed, so you can rotate them 360 degrees, so you accidentally popping this off. There we go. You can use them up, down, move them backwards and forwards. The hands are also ball jointed, so you can rotate them 360 degrees. Use them up and down. Oh, I think so, down like so. And move them forwards and backwards. The fingers can all hinge down, up like so. So that's very cool. So you can have the max points. Or you can, yes, you can have them do the finger, which is so just rearrange the arms like so. The flame, so you can rotate them 360 degrees. This can just pretty much do whatever you want. They're meant to be in this orientation, if I can recall. You can rotate these, but again, be careful. Try not to accidentally pop them off. May have to do two cuts if this isn't. Actually, just because I put it the wrong way around, I think it's meant to be opposite direction. So, yep. go. There we go. Anyway, your feet are ball jointed as well, so you can rotate 360 degrees, and you can have the max do the splits like so. And there we go. So you got some very impressive articulation going on. Some mouth articulation, a lot of ball lanes. The arms are very poseable, which is great. But that's not all that you can do with the vaccines. You can bring in the next other kinds of Volk, and just like with Volk, you can indeed have some coins. They're just having, just grabbing on holding the next up, burning it, and then probably decide to toss it, and then just burn it to death. And yeah, so that's fair. Gilbert has two favorite aspects of Volk. I think the only thing that each of Volk this Max doesn't have is the hidden tongue. That isn't too. I wouldn't say it's too big of a deal. Yeah. And he will. So, but the addition of actually being able to stand up easily, since there's actually piece at the back of the feet help with stability, which is, since it's again combining Vulcan Zorch's feet. When it comes to the pieces that don't get used, so I think it uses the pieces from each equally well. Also, it's not from one member more than the others. I think one piece of this would probably be the handlebar piece from Zorch. That's I think the most interesting piece that came with Zorch. But other than that, the pieces that either that's some duplicates or pieces that don't interest me too much. So overall, the 2014 Max would have to be my favorite Series 1 Max. I think it has a very cool design. It's a very cool to combine some of those distinct, which is mainly the case of Vulcan Zorch, which I'd have with. Vulcan is my favorite. 2014 Infernites Zorch is all the move. But he still has some sort of goal. Zorch and that's the Max doesn't resemble playing that much. And so it gets very cool pixels and some very impressive articulations. I think the other complaint that I have is that it doesn't use the handlebar piece from Zorch. So overall, I'm going to give 2014 Infernites Max a 9 out of 10. So we'll have mixed.